The following is a Tadpole adaptive production.
Hey Tadpole Adaptive, this is Steve Scribner with Snug, and today we're going to show you the Mustang, a new gait trainer from R82. The Mustang is a gait trainer. It comes in 4 sizes, size 1, 2, 3, and 4. Takes you all the way from a seat to floor height of 6 1/4 inches up to an axilla height on the size 4 of 50 1/2 inches, so we have a big range of sizes in here. The Mustang goes both anterior and it goes posterior, so it goes both directions. You can stand the user either direction in here. Because it goes anterior and posterior, all 4 wheels have all 4 functions. And that means that they lock in roll, they lock out in rotation. We have an anti-rollback on each wheel. Just put this down and it goes back for anti-rollback, and no click, click, click when you go rollback. And we also have drag on each wheel. That way you can set it up to be anterior or posterior and have the front wheels or the back wheels locked in position and anti-rollbacks on either one of them. We'll start with the size 1. There are about 3 pieces of magic in this product that really make it work, and we'll kind of touch on those in a couple of seconds here. Height adjustment is done a couple of ways. It's done with a hydraulic pneumatic cylinder in the center. I can also adjust my lower rod up and down and my top rod up and down, so I can get that relationship between the seat and the chest prompt in there. Okay. I have the option of a sling seat on the size 1 and 2 or a solid seat. The size 3 and 4 all have the solid seat on them. Okay. The solid seat gives me the ability to either have a sacral support, or I can also get a edit time, where'd it go? Anyway, I can also get a hip support rear, which has lateral supports on it. Back down to the size 1 down here, arm prompts. I either have this platform style arm prompt with the vertical handles, or I can do it with the arm troughs. Either way you want for the anterior position. One of the things that makes this product work and work so well is that if you look at where the user stands, if you draw a line from wheel to wheel and wheel to wheel, that the user stands in the dead center of the unit. That makes it very maneuverable both in the anterior and the posterior position. The frame is very short and compact. One of the reasons the frame is short and compact is that this is a mechanically adjustable forward lean gait trainer. Okay? And with the Pony and the Bronco and most gait trainers, what we do is we lean the child forward in there to initiate that stepping reflex. Now I'm going to move to this one just to show you how the adjustment works. With the Mustang, we do something a little bit different. And that is that we have a turnbuckle in here, and this allows us to change the angle, that mechanically adjustable forward lean, but we are not doing this. What we are doing is this, more of a rotation in space. So I'm not putting all my weight out over the front of the unit. I'm basically pivoting in the center. That keeps the relationship of my pelvis and my trunk support in line, so I keep the child positioned well. That's one of the things that makes it work extremely well. But probably the key component on here that makes this product work, that's different from any other gait trainer out there, is the chest support. Okay? Every chest support that I've seen on gait trainers basically is a padded thing that you lean on and you put a strap behind it. What we did with this was we tried to simulate what I've seen in practice a lot of times, and that's when you see a therapist on a stool with a child in front of her with their hands around the trunk, supporting the upper body, stabilizing the upper body, so they can work on that skill of stepping. So this support, we have the ability to widen this for chest width, okay, and then I can bring these front pads in, I can lock them in place, and then the rear pads, either anterior or posterior, I open these up. You take the chair, you bring the child up, they transfer right into the unit, and then when these pieces come around in the back, this becomes the thumb. And now we have a full grip on the torso, so we have really stabilized the body from that point up. This works, and it works very, very well. It's one of the pieces of magic that make this piece of equipment really, really work, is that we stabilize the child from the level of the chest support up, whether it's up under the axilla or we have it down around the waist. We have, in terms of preventing crosswalking, I have the ability either to have the ankle cuff that slides back and forth on the strap for reciprocal stepping, or if you want something that's more passive, we have just a leg separator that drops in from here, drops in, it attaches in and just drops out if you don't want to use it. So that's your basic Mustang in there.